Hello, hi, I'm Prita Kemal Gani. I would like to share with you about how education institutions survive and make the most of the opportunity during this pandemic of COVID-19. This is the profile of LSPR, the school that I founded 29 years ago. And the school has 5,000 students, and we all have 22,000 alumni, and we have 55 university partners around the world, and we have 322 lectures and 372 staff and around 500 more corporate partners for our graduates to have a job training and a job placement. And of course, COVID-19 impact and affected a lot to the education sector, as around 1.1 billion students around the world out of school, meaning has to study from home, and around 63 million teachers and lecturers have to teach from home, and around 144 countries have implemented nationwide or localized lockdown. So this is a history that we live on it. And of course, with the situation that is decoding the economic of COVID-19, and education is a part of the impact that actually also affected to this COVID-19, as many parents have lost their job, or many parents has lost their business, have struggling to send their children to go to university and to pay for the tuition fee. And of course, many international students cannot study overseas because of the restrictions of the international student coming to a certain country. And also, many students prefer to have a gap year during these online classes. So this has really affected the education sector of this COVID-19. But we don't want to just surrender to what happened. We always think at the other side of what happened. So we find the opportunity how to make the most of this COVID-19 to become the winner of these challenges. So because of this online learning, making everything beyond border. So we have the ideas, instead of students going overseas to study, they can study here in Indonesia with the international lectures. So that's why we found LSPR Omni. Omni is meaning online and offline. So Omni lectures are coming from the whole world and able to teach the student via Zoom or Google Meet. So this make the students become very happy, and the classroom become very interesting, and of course the discussions become wide and students become knowledgeable because there's so many perspectives and also ideas and creativities coming from the international lectures and our own lectures and the students. And also, this LSPR Omni program not only having the international lectures to teach in LSPR program, but also LSPR lectures to teach in the university program. So we all have a wider perspective and ideas and also insight. And of course, because of the situations currently prohibit us for having the activities by face-to-face, but the business must go on. So we teach students how to have their entrepreneurship on the Entrepreneur Center in LSPR to sell their product via the platform that we created, we call LSPR Plaza, and it's quite successful. They sell food, products, free love items, and some creative things also inside the LSPR Plaza. And then now what we do, if it's just only teaching the student from home and just only facing the computer, it's gonna be bored. So that's why we have to create something to make the classrooms via Zoom, via Google Meet become very interesting. First, we have to teach the lecturers and the staff to be work more in the digital friendly, as this technology suddenly that we have to master it. So the audience and the customer and the student will enjoy the result. And the teachers or lecturers can use games or gamifying the subjects or the lessons learning to make the student experience some things that more interesting rather than just lectures presentations, like making the learning experience through a game show like the treasure hunt, the Wheel of the Fortunes, and Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. So there's a lot of things again that make the classroom become very interesting and live. And also in the classroom via Google Meet or via Zoom, really have to make it very nice by making a wow effects. So student can do presentations with some creativity, how to present their presentations, creatively. And of course, this time we can always learn from the best practice and learn from each other. And of course, in the academic side, in the management system, it is a time for us to move faster to technology. So everything we can do it through online. The attendance, the assignment marking, group discussion, quizzes and game online marking, the mark from mid-test, the final exam marking, and also report, all through online. So this is something very new for us that we have to do it fast. And also, in order to make the lessons plans become more interesting, mostly in the classroom we invite guest lectures. We can still invite guest lectures through Zoom and Google Meet. We can also organize conference or webinar through online to make it all the sessions become interesting. And still, we need to meet. We need to, we need to interact. So that's why we can interact still with the alumni by having a program and together by making a charity event, singing together, dancing together, or we can do it through online. And of course, in this time, it's not an easy time. Students also sometimes need consultations. Mostly the consultation is done in the room in the campus. But now they can do a consultation through online with a certain time that's been set by the counselors and the students. And the counseling time is very important, as nowadays, because students study from home, and it's not really all students can take this. Many of them also had mental health concerns because of the cabin fever, and also sometimes students also have difficulty in learning, not only face-to-face, but even more difficult if it's through online. So we prepare a special time for counselors to meet the student by a certain times that we all agree. So we have here this campaign, "You are not alone. Share your feelings and problem with us as an expert." So students can share what they feel to the counselors. And of course, to make everything more live and so many activity even in the house, so we have a program like online dancing class. You see, I've never even think there is a dance class online. And then also there is stand-up comedy, and as well public speaking class, and of course there's a lot of other things that are very interesting for students to learn. And also for LSPR, for the school, this time, this pandemic time, when everything slowed down, and it's the time for us to recharge. So that's why we give a lot of training to our staff. And of course, in order to make us still stay connected between the school, the student, the staff, so we prepare a creative content that is entertaining to them and also informative, so they can hear the news or new things or some changing in this class schedule or any announcement. And we also can have some also story or articles or anything that we can share about humanity, and of course about the healthy concerns about what to eat in the house and what not to eat, and what to do and not to do. And of course we give the educative sessions to students and to make them also learn at all time. And of course we prepare now for the post-pandemic, or for now, so we already begin to open, although the face-to-face in the classroom are not yet allowed, but the school is already open now. Then we have the very strict protocol by checking the temperature, body temperature of the visitor and the staff and the lecturers who coming to the campus. And we make the spaces in the cafeteria, in the library, in the lounge, so we're not near to each other. And we provide also a wastafel where people can do wash their hand and also sanitize their hands before entering the campus. We also have a research and survey to the student about what they feel about this online session. Most of them say okay, but not for a long time. And of course, in this time, there's a lot of challenges that we are facing that we have to overcome. Number one is the health issue or the crisis around the world that create a financial crisis that is affected many people, including the parent of the students. And of course, because everybody now into internet, sometimes we have also internet problems when we delivering the sessions or when we do the publishings, the marking, report, and many things also. And also we have challenges that in order to teach students not to do plagiarisms, or as a lot of things that actually they like to make it easier. And of course we have to make our staff become digital friendly, and actually technology is not so difficult nowadays and it's not expensive. And of course family problems, cabin fever, that's some things that we often heard from the student and also the staff, because they live in a small place and everybody share the same place and has to survive. And here are the key points for university to survive during this pandemic. Number one is we have to have a strong internal communication, because we are apart, we are in our house, and we are not in one room like we used to be. So we have to have a very strong internal communication. And we can use social media and website that we have to update it from time to time. So this become a media, and this is where we can have the source of information for each other. And we have to have a fast response and being agile to all the requests or to all the inquiry. And of course, we have to do implementing the tactical step in preserve our business value, including operational scenario plannings, what to do and what happened, and also planning in the future. And good technology is a must with this online learning during this pandemic. So university or school must have a good IT infrastructures. Number 2, and also have web portal online classes, and train staff and lecturers to become digital savvy. And online services must be available if it's possible 24/7. And then collaborations with the telecommunications or provider in order for student, lecturers, and staff to get a special price for the internet quota. And of course, key point also to help the students happy and a healthy mental health. First must be support by the family and the school, how they study, how to overcome all these challenges being in the house for 24/7 for the whole, almost 1 year now. And also we have to create a good and fun work study environment at home, no matter how small is the house or the space, but we have to make it comfortable. And also the mood and the study experience still become interesting. And doing fun things while at breaks, we can encourage students to sing, dancing in the house, and I'm doing a little sport, even from your own chair, and watching films. There's a lot of drama now, Korean drama, or maybe you can see a film from Netflix and nothing, or playing games, and then spending quality times together. That is the beauty behind all of these things. We can stay at home with family, and it even make us even closer. I think this is all, and thank you very much, and hope you can find useful this presentation. Thank you until we meet again. Bye.